What's up, everybody? This is your main man, the third generation Raider, coming back at you live and direct right here on YouTube to discuss my and your Oakland Raiders. You know, people, you have to close out games. You have to finish essays when you were going through college. When the boss has a certain project for you doing a job, you have to complete the task. And for the second week in a row, the Raiders decided to snatch defeat out of the claws of victory. It's really a shame because it was a sellout crowd. People were really feeling good about themselves, and a lot of trash talking. You had a couple of San Diego fans out there, but you know, they really didn't end off the day quite well, though, if you know what I mean. But you have to win. In my opinion, I don't care what your record is. When you're at home, there's no excuse for losing, especially to division opponent. There's not. And to win games against Super Bowl contenders like the San Diego Chargers, you must score touchdowns. They need to score at least 3 to win that game on Sunday. As I told you guys last week, they didn't do it. Hence, we have a third loss of the season. This team is 1-3 now, when they conceivably should be 3-1, just like I thought, in August when I first came to you guys in the first episode. But hey, it is what it is, and I'm not ditching ship. I'm not hopping off the boat, man. What about you? Anyhow, so let me get this straight. You get Javon Walker involved. He gets a 29-yard catch, a 5-yard catch. You get down by the goal line. Play calling allows you not to score a touchdown. 3 points will not get it. You cannot be kicking field goals. Last week, we kicked a bunch of field goals. Hence, you lose. You can't kick red zone field goals in the NFL and win. You just can't. No defense is going to hold anybody like that. None. Unless it's the Ravens, or like Steelers, something like tremendously stout defenses. Yeah, they can stop you. You know what I'm saying? But not our defense. We have a good defense. We don't have a great defense yet. So we get a safety when San Diego gets the ball. It's great. Giggity. You're up 5-0, you're feeling good, and then what happens, though, in the second quarter? Man, Jamarcus Russell goes deep to all people, Zach Miller, who had 0 catches a week before in Buffalo. Man, it was exciting to really see that. That was a big play, and, where he scored at was, like, right in front of me. I'm in the north end zone, people. That's the end zone to be at, though. That black hole stuff, in my opinion, is overrated, It's just wild and crazy. Come that north end zone, knowledgeable football people over there. Anyhow, 12-0. Afterwards, you get an interception. Offense doesn't do nothing with it. Terrible. Chris Johnson, congratulations on that interception. That was a nice pick. And that was due to the pressure that was being put on Phillip Rivers. I told people that last week that you got to get pressure on Phillip Rivers. He has that gimpy knee, and he was limping out there, but he's a gutsy guy, for being a hillbilly redneck that he is. He is a tough guy. But, you got to score, though, man, when you get an interception. You get turnovers, there's no excuse for you not making the team pay. So, then we get an interception again after, the Chargers are trying to make a drive. A tip ball in the air. Hey, D'Angelo Hall, second interception of the year. Good stuff. You return it inside San Diego territory. The Raiders get a couple of first downs. And Jamarcus Russell decides he's going to go in soft when he's trying to get into the end zone. You are 6'6", 270 pounds, buddy. You better be like a bowling ball knocking down some pins at the local bowling alley, buddy. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. You got to score a touchdown. And then Cornbread Green, he's at it again. A holding penalty on a 4th and goal when Michael Bush scores. So instead of being up 19-0, now you're up 15-0. It's not good. You can't keep kicking field goals, people. You can't. You won't win. You can't win. So San Diego tries to drive again, and they actually make some movement down the field, and the Raiders get lucky that LaDaine Tomlinson drops the pass, and I believe that's when it happened. I might be confused. I was a little I was a little distracted in the game from all the yelling and trash talking I was doing. But I believe that's when it happened. But that's when they went for a field goal attempt by Nate Kitting, and he missed his first field goal of the year, which is great. So you're feeling good. We still got some time on the clock to maybe get some Janikowski field goal range. But 76-yard is not in anyone's range in the NFL. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Maybe at the end of the game you try that. There's 1 second left, but not at the end of the first half, man. I mean, I'd rather you. Jamarcus also has that arm. Why not let him fling that ball up? You never know. You might get a pass interference. I mean, something. Anything. But a 76-yard field goal attempt, everybody knew you were going to miss it. And Cromartie, would thank God he didn't return to the house like he did against Minnesota in 2007 season. Bad coaching by the head coach. Terrible call. So then we get to the brutal second half. San Diego gets their 3 points on the first drive. Raiders get nothing. San Diego is bringing the heat, and they are really bringing the heat. Quaim Harris, Cornell Green look terrible pass blocking. Jake Grove is getting manhandled when we try to run up the middle. Raiders can't run the ball up the middle with Jake Grove when there's a stout defensive lineman right there. It's just not happening. It won't happen as long as Jake Grove's there. It just won't happen. So we go to the fourth quarter. It's 15-3. We have the ball. Man, turnover. Ridiculous. I mean, to sit right there and see it happen, it's much more upsetting. Trust me, people. It is. It just, oh gosh. I just wanted to just absolutely attack Quaim Harris for that, man. And so San Diego scores. We don't get pressure. Well, actually, we get pressure all day on Rivers, but Turtle Sands, big ups to you, man. You're playing your behind off, man, this year. I mean, the whole defensive line, except Derek Burgess, are playing their behinds off. But Wilson is trying to guard. Jabril Wilson trying to guard Antonio Gates. When Phillip Rivers is moving out the pocket, then Gates finds a little opening. It's a touchdown. You're still in the lead, but another turnover that hurts you, man. Jamarcus Russell throws his first interception of the year. Pretty bad. You just can't turn the ball over like that. I mean, we turned the ball over inside scoring territory. San Diego scores, and they're up 18-15. And Sam Williams, how could you miss that little guy right there? You're supposed to get him. I know he's shifty. I know James Sproles is tough, but you got to get him. So the Raiders make a drive, though, and they get the ball back. Go all the way down, and man, Zach Miller slips, though. It was tough, man. It was tough. He slipped. Otherwise, that was a touchdown. And we're up 25-21. But it didn't happen, so we're 18-18. Another red zone field goal. It's not going to get it done. Special teams had their first blunder of the whole season. Giving it up. Darren Sproles get a big return, and so we hold San Diego. The defense does its job. The defense did its job. So anybody who's blaming Rob Ryan's defense needs to shut up because you don't know what you're talking about. When you keep giving short fields, what can the team do? Hold them to a field goal. Down by 3. But I knew the game was over. You knew it wasn't going to happen, man. You keep putting Ronald Curry out there, man. Ronald Curry, this guy, man, can't catch a cold, man. Seriously. Oh, my gosh, and 4th and 5, they get pressure on the QB. I mean, who didn't know that was going to happen? So, the Raiders lose. LaDaine Thompson gets a little cheap, cheesy touchdown as if he's doing something. You want to do your little dance, but you know what? You'll never win. San Diego fans, let me tell you something. You guys are losers. The Padres suck. The Clippers bounce out of town to even get even no love in L.A., even more no love type of thing going, but your city as sports-wise is a joke. The Chargers are a joke. You can brag all you want about beating us the last 9 or 10 times, but you know what? The Raiders still own you all the time. You have no Super Bowls. Your trophy case, man, has a lot of dust inside it, like grandma's old cabinet and stuff, though, man. You know what I'm saying? So, talk the trash all you want. You still will not be hoisting up the Vince Lombardi trophy. So, forget you guys and all the trash talking you guys like to do. Win something. So, after the game, the head coach is not taking responsibility. He don't want to accept it. So let me tell you something. When you don't accept responsibility, certain things happen to you. And I'm going to tell you in part 2 about not accepting responsibility. Anyway, I'm the Third Generation Raider, and I'm out.